let's go right into that.
Yeah.
Because it was really, I'm going to cry.
I'm good. Don't you dare, because you'll make me cry.
Just because it was a really rough year for Howard.
Yeah, it was rough for all of us. It was really rough for all of us because right away he took it to heart. And I think he was more concerned for me than I was concerned for myself.
He really was. He was up night after night after night throughout your whole ordeal. And I know that because I was trying to sleep next to him, but I was comforting him.
Oh, dear.
But the amount of love that man, people say to me, who is Robin to Howard? And I said, yes, he's her co-host, she's his co-host. Yes, she's a friend, but you are our family.
Yeah,
He
I really
loves you so much. And did you know the extent of his love for you, or did it take this to
we
feel
always
it?
used to say, we know we love each other, and there's just, we went on about our business, we knew, and it was never having, we never had to, it had never had to be expressed like that. And when he just, there was a certain point at which he just took over. He said, why are they saying that to you? He says, we're now going to get you the best doctor, the best treatment. You're going to have the best of everything. And I just put the phone down and he went to work. And he just kept going and going and going. And he started calling me and he's saying, you're going to talk to this one and you're going to talk to that one. And I said, thank you, Howard. And he said, I'm not done yet. And he just took over. Oh my God, he visited all the time. We talked all the time. He wanted to know about every appointment. He wanted to know the ins and outs of every detail. People were asking me, well, when did Howard make you laugh again? I said, Howard started making me laugh right away because he showed up in the hospital after my surgery. And he said, what do you need? And I said, the doctor says I need chewing gum and chapstick. And so he says, okay, chewing gum and chapstick. He walks into the hospital room with this huge basket. And I said, Howard, what have you got here? And it was filled with every type of chewing gum you can find.
Every type.
Every type of chapstick and lip balm you could find. And then, so I was just marveling at that. And then he said, but you haven't seen the best part of the gift, the thing that's going to make you better. And I said, what's that? And he starts pulling out this thing and I'm like, what is it? It was a self-portrait.
And it was a picture he loved of himself. Howard.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I love it. I still have it displayed.
I told you what you mean to Howard. What does Howard mean to Robin?
Oh, God. Now you're trying to make me cry. We did that to you this morning. Howard, I would wish everyone in the world a friend like Howard because you couldn't be more loved and more supported, and he's done that for me my entire life since I've known him.
You're so loved, and millions of people adore you, Robin, and we're so glad we have you.
Well, thank you, and I can
you.
remember when I called him and said, you're going to have to put up with me a lot longer. He was like, that's the greatest news I've ever heard.
I was right there when he said that, and he hung up the phone and he cried. I have to say that when this all was going down, there were many nights where Howard turned to me and said, I would not continue my radio show without Robin.
Oh, geez.
And I know people have told you that he said that, but I can tell you he said that.
It never came from you before. I sort of took it as a kind of joke, and, it was something that, hey, in the spur of the moment, you might say anything. But it really touched me, and it meant so much. It told everybody else how he feels about me. And that was really wonderful.
The other day, he goes, I finished Robin's book. And I said, well, I'm going to be interviewing her. Can I read it? And I handed it to him. The first thing I read, you dedicated to, and I read it out loud. And he goes, she dedicated it to me? He goes, I skipped over that part.
He's amazing. I was like, get him the book because I want him to see the dedication.
Were you wondering why he didn't say anything?
Yeah, I never heard a word. And I was like, well, I guess he didn't care.
He didn't know, but now he knows, and he was really touched. He was really
and
touched,
I
of
meant
course.
every word that I said in that dedication. He's the reason I'm alive.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.